Hi, everybody. My name is E.O.Breakers. I wanted to do a session about 5 coins to a million. These are the coins where if you get a little bit of pullback to buy zones, that could give you, 3, 5x, 10x, perhaps 1 or 2 100x. Returns in the next 12 months. Given where we are with Bitcoin and the crypto adoption in the marketplace, I wanted to cover some of the coins and the projects that are very, very exciting. Without further ado, let's get started. All right, share my. That's what we're going to do. All right, let's see. Can I make this slightly better for you guys so you can see? All right, so basically what I did was I looked at since the last bull cycle, my portfolio went up big time, and when we kind of started the downturn, I started, when we held a decent pullback, I decided to readjust my portfolio. I think we had a great opportunity to readjust, and I was able to add in some really, really good projects. What I'd like to do is to go through these projects. For each project, what we'll do is we'll obviously look at the project name, the overview of the project, the fundamentals. We'll look at the chart patterns and the technicals. Where are the buy zones? Are we close? Did it move away from us? If it did, what do I expect? And a potential price target, and then the markets you can buy these coins. Guys, I mean, the whole crypto market with the adoption and the institutional buyers coming in, I think pretty soon we're going to see a FOMO in Bitcoin. And once that happens, if Bitcoin moves to, let's say, 6-digit numbers, some of these altcoins will most likely do the second cycle of the bull market, and perhaps some of them will 10x and 5x and 10x, and especially if we get a super cycle with Bitcoin in 6-digit numbers, some of these projects will reach new levels and new market caps. So let's start with the first coin to 1 million. When I say 10 coins to 1 million, what I'm talking about is 1 million in profits. So if you kind of equally distribute your portfolio with, obviously you got to have a set amount, but let's say you did, somewhere between 5 to 10K each, and you could do smaller and target smaller gains. But I think if you did something like that with a 50K portfolio, you could easily project $1 million profit in the next 12 months. That's what I believe. Obviously, no one knows what happens in the marketplace next. But if history repeats itself, you could get some very, very decent returns on these coins. All right, my first cryptocurrency project, coin number 1 is, let's click on the, it's Terra Luna. Luna is the ticker symbol. The project, for those of you who may not know what Terra Luna is, it's a governance and staking token that actually fuels the Terra network, and Terra network is all about stable coins and payment processing systems. So it's basically a blockchain ecosystem protocol that supports the stable stable coins and the financial infrastructure development. So it's led by Daniel Chen and Do Kwon, and I don't know them personally, but from what I read, their leadership in this space is significant. They launched it in 2018 and 2019. Current market cap is about $6 billion, and you have major investors like Pantera, Lightspeed, and Arrington. The whole payment system adoption is significant. It's also cross blockchain compatible, and there's a programmable ecosystem. And there are some risks to stable coins, obviously. If the governments decide to do their own digital coins, we have to see what happens to these projects. But in terms of adoption and ability to do cross-chain and the support behind it, this project fundamentally in a really, really good position. Let's take a look at what I think about the pricing. Right now, I think Luna is about, it kind of took away, it kind of took off and hit new highs, but it's kind of pulling back. So if Luna comes back to somewhere around $25 to $26, I highly suggest, adding in here. I got in somewhere around here, but obviously I haven't taken actual profits on this, but I was pretty lucky to be able to get in around $15 range. But right now, I think a pullback to 25 is a good buy. 26, 25. Luna can easily 3x my market cap from here with the level of adoption we are seeing. Let me see. Just going back to my buy zone is $25 to $26. Exchanges you can buy: Binance and KuCoin. Current market cap is $11 billion. So a 2 to 3x from here would be $22 to $30 billion. So 3x is possible with Luna, given the momentum it's gotten. So want to pull back to 25, up to $25, $26 is a buy zone. That's coin number one. All right, let's see. What's my coin number two? Let's go to coin number two. Cardano. As you guys know, Cardano has a big follower base and both a lot of supporters and also with the latest developments, I think it's expanding its reach. If we look at the project, it's a decentralized public blockchain, cryptocurrency with the recently deployed smart contract capabilities. It's basically ADA is the ticker symbol, and it's the underlying currency of the financial system, really operating in two layers. One is the basic layer, which is digital currency economy, and ADA is the native monetary unit. The second layer is the basically Cardano settlement layer, the CSL. It's the Cardano computation layer, the CCL. This is the layer for smart contracts. This is what's really exciting about Cardano. So the fundamental basis here is obviously if it can reach the levels of market cap like Ethereum, there's so much upside from here for Cardano. Like, I think Ethereum is gonna probably double from where it is, and then if Cardano goes from where it is right now to the current levels of Ethereum, which is really a possibility with the smart contract adoption in Cardano, I think the upside here is huge. Let me tell you what that means. From a chart patterns perspective, we are looking at, let's see, again, a pullback to 20 level would be this zone here, right here, the support zone would be a great buy. And if you can maintain a little bit of a long-term vision and get in up here at 240s, but have a long-term horizon, because even if you get a pullback here, I do think Cardano can easily get to $12 level, $10, $12 level. Some people project higher amounts than that, maybe like 20, 25, and some aggressive ones thinking about $100. But I think $10 or $12 range is realistic. It's possible with all the potential adoption use cases. Let me see my buy zone again, 215, 218. That would be a great buy if it pulls back there. If it doesn't, 240 and below, I definitely think about an aggressive buy. Again, with a long-term vision. If you are expecting something to happen very quickly right now, then wait till a pull back to these levels, 215, 218. If you have a longer-term horizon, if it never pulls back to these levels, obviously 240 is possible that it'll pull back. So this is one of those projects that has a very large market cap already, right? It's gone up already. It's a 70 billion, 77 billion, $80 billion market cap right now. So really what we would look for is a Cardano to achieve a similar adoption curve as Ethereum. And that would be, 5x from here. 5x from here, gets you to a, like $350, $400 billion level. That, that'll take you from like 250 levels to $7.5, $8 range. I think if the Bitcoin and Ethereum continues to, increase their market caps, I do expect that we're going to see $10, $12 Cardano. Let me see, what did I put? Yeah, $12 price target. That's coin number 2, guys. Let's close this. My top 3, coin number 3 is Solana. I'm very excited about this project for a couple of reasons. Because it uses a different method than other crypto projects. Solana's fundamentals are very strong, and it's very much peer-reviewed, university researched project. It is fast, it's secure, censorship resistant. It has a very scalable, decentralized ecosystem. It approaches the whole blockchain concept differently. At its current levels, you can get 50K transaction per second, compared to Ethereum's 15. And and you get very fast execution times. It's instantaneous. It was founded by Anatoly Yakovenko, and went to mainnet in March 2020. Basically, no transaction fees. The network is so fast, spam resistant. It has a ETH wormhole to convert over distributed apps, so it has interoperability, and it allows developers to make full use of the blockchain technology. And then you have the FTX, the young billionaire promoting it too. So, really the major features, proof of history, makes it very fast. And the project, let's get into the details of, I'm not going to describe what POS is. You guys can check the proof of, obviously you guys know proof of stake, but what Solana uses is proof of history combination proof of stake, and it's really, really fast for that reason. Let's look at the chart patterns. When I look at Solana's chart, look at how bullish this chart is, guys. I got in around here when this pulled back, when I adjusted my portfolio. But we kind of were overextended where we are right now. And this thing is going to $100. And I'm hoping that we would get a pullback, which is possible. This 1618 extension is a very good place where it could pull back. So if you get a pullback to $50, $49 to $50 zone, definitely consider adding this in, okay? Because you will at least, at the very minimum, 2x, and most likely 3x if the Bitcoin and Ethereum bullish cycle continues into the end of year. Current market cap is 21 billion. I think 3x to 5x is possible, provided that the Bitcoin's bullish run continues. Solana is one of my favorite projects. I'm glad I get rid of some of my other coins and actually built up a stake in Solana. This thing has the momentum behind it. You can buy it on Binance, FTX, and KuCoin. Again, $48 to $51 is the buy zone, buy up to $51. So wait for the pullback, guys. Don't rush it. It's already overextended a little bit. All right. Let's see. Let's go to our coin number 4. Okay. It's Polygon Magic. It's a layer 2 solution for Ethereum. A lot of adoption. It's scaling Ethereum projects. It's really improving the traffic on Ethereum and Ethereum-based projects deploying their protocols on Polygon network. A lot of the DeFi projects you see on Polygon, it's actually, there's significant adoption. So the more adoption happens, there's going to be more activity on Polygon, and that's going to lead into price appreciation for Matic. What I'm expecting for Matic is, where we are right now, a pullback to 135. 135 to 130 would be a great buy zone for Matic. I am expecting a $4 Matic. With the momentum we have, we're going to continue to go up. I think with the adoption, $4 Matic is not unreasonable. Our current market cap is 10 billion, so we'd be looking at 30-40 billion dollar market cap. You can buy Matic on Coinbase, Binance, KuCoin, and Kraken. All right, so coin number 5. Coin number 5. Now, coin number 5 is VChain. VET is the symbol. VChain is a next generation smart contract blockchain platform. It's been, before all these other coins actually did staking, VChain was already doing staking. There's a coin called VThor. If you maintain the economy or X nodes on VChain as an early investor, you gain and you accumulated lots of VThor. VThor essentially is the gas, similar to Ethereum's gas on VChain. And VChain, the VET is the reserve currency for the economic staking and value transfer on the VChain platform. And the VThor is the gas required to perform transactions, and you earn VThor by staking VChain. It has a very robust smart contract engine. You can do complex transactions, and it's highly adopted by pretty large organizations, including the big 4 firm PwC, some of the BMW, some of the other firms. It's really, really rich partnership and piloting that's taken place. It is undervalued, I think, compared to some of the other projects out there. This has a huge appreciation opportunity. I wouldn't be surprised if we go back, let's see, let me tell you guys, like if we really look at the chart pattern right now, we're at like the 0.12 level. It pulled back to 0.116 to 0.12 is a great buy zone. This thing in the near term will probably go to the all-time highs of 0.22, 26, somewhere around that range is immediate return. I think VChain by next year could hit $1. That would put VChain in the top 10 coins in terms of market cap, and it would be well deserved given the adoption and the partnerships that exist. So $8 billion market cap, quite a ways to go. Huge opportunity for adoption. So within this list, the top 5 coins, I am actually very bullish on VChain, and I'm very bullish on Cardano. They might surprise us. And all 5, I think, will easily do 3x's from where they are. But I think you could get 1 or 2 of these coins doing 10x if the hyper cycle continues, and you can easily get the $1 million kind of projection I'm making in at least 2 of these 5 coins. Probably get you pretty close to that just by themselves if you were to put $10,000 on each of them. So $50,000 portfolio, 10K each. I think 2 of the 5 will significantly outperform. My candidates for that is VChain and Cardano. Now, before I conclude, let me tell you guys, the Bitcoin going to mainstream and adoption is not a question anymore. It's how fast we're going to get there. That's the question. I think the speed of which we had some adoption with the institutional users, I'm very, very excited about. Most asset classes go through a boom and bust cycle. I think we had kind of a boom scenario for Bitcoin, and then we pull back and we're continuing. So I think Bitcoin is no different. So we're going to have some volatility, but the mass crypto adoption is inevitable. In fact, if we reach levels of 6-digit Bitcoin and massive adoption, this kind of reminds me of the early days of internet, where a lot of projects came out and everybody was talking about how internet can be used, and we had lots of projects that failed, and then there were projects that are very decent projects that focused on the right use cases. They just exploded, right? Amazons and Apples and Googles. These were the projects when you dealt with the volatility and stayed the course. Those companies made billionaires. The same thing is possible here with these projects I just highlighted with you guys. So stay the course. Don't discourage by the volatility. When things pull back, use the opportunity to add more. And when you double from where you added on, take some cash out and wait for, basically, one method you can follow. If you do 2x, 3x on a coin, take your original investment out, so you can never lose your original investment, right? And then when it pulls back, you head back in. And then again, you do 2x, take your original investment out, keep the rest, and ride the cycle. Rinse and repeat. Some of these altcoins, while they're strong projects, they're not like Bitcoin, right? They could fail if the macro landscape changes, or Bitcoin decides to do a major nasty pullback. So when you have an opportunity, when you double your investment, pull that money out, convert to Bitcoin, and make sure you have a healthy portfolio that has a distribution of, I would keep 50% in Bitcoin and the 50% on altcoins, especially right now. And then as we reach levels where you're getting 3-5x on altcoins, reduce your altcoin exposure and scale out, so the Bitcoin portion of your portfolio becomes 70% and then altcoins become 30%. The goal of altcoin projects is to, get, when Bitcoin does 5x, you want to get, 20x on your altcoin. So that's why picking right projects becomes really, really important. So tell me in the comments below other coins to take a look at. What do you think about this 5-coin portfolio? Tell me about your views on that. I'm obviously excited about already, the 2x, 3x we reached in the last adjustment. These projects, the 5 coins to 1 million is all about economic empowerment. Make sure you have some exposure to these projects. Make sure you benefit from the momentum that's behind these projects. And then make sure you have a balanced portfolio between an apex asset like Bitcoin and these coins. Now, I am also a big fan of Ethereum projects. I think Ethereum is very exciting as well. However, I think Ethereum hit a resistance point, and it's likely that we may get a pullback on Ethereum because it increased, it exponentially increased its appreciation, and then typically it goes in front of Bitcoin a little bit. It's an early indicator. I do think a $5,000, definitely a $4,000 Ethereum possible, but I think $5,000 Ethereum is very likely as well. If you have a long-term perspective, like, you know, a 2-3 year horizon. If you invest with that mindset, in $9,000 Ethereum is possible as well. So I will always make sure some exposure to Ethereum as well. That's kind of like the portfolio that at least I'm looking at. Let me provide a disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. These are just projects and for educational purpose only. A real risk of losing money is possible investing in these things. So make sure you consult with your own financial advisor before getting into these things. But I hope this was helpful. Please click on the like button, subscribe, give me your views, ask me for other coins. I will do a similar analysis on those. If you provide some coins, and I'll do another session. Have a great day.